So if you've been following these videos, which I suspect you have, there are now a coming together of these needs. So a lack of resource, a lack of security, a lack of funding, all of those things are kind of coalescing into a really big, scary need for us, and that is that winter is on our doorstep. I know many of you in the Northern Hemisphere are enjoying the spring and the summer that's about to emerge, but for us, the realities of having no power, no security, and no resource means that this winter is going to be really scary, and we are not going to have an easy time of it. So our plan is to try and gather as much resource as we can now in the beginning of the season and really kind of hunker down for the winter, almost go into hibernation, so to speak. Make sure that we have food in our pantries, store enough of supply in our storeroom of dry and non-perishable goods, enough gas in our cylinders, and enough power supply to provide for us should our national grid go down. I know they're saying that they've taken precautions to prevent that, but as a South African who's been listening to the chatter for a long time and watching them implement the more severe stages of load shedding, I'm not holding my breath that we're going to see through to the end of winter with sufficient provision. So please can you help us to consider collecting together the resource and allowing us to purchase, for example, a pallet of long life milk, which would sustain us for a much longer period than the constant little bits and pieces we have to buy at the moment. If we could have sufficient supply for the winter, then we will be able to have a much better outlook for the spring. Our agriculture, our self-production is growing, but the winter time is hard for us, and we haven't managed to sort of put storage in place. So please, if you consider helping us hunker down for the winter, that's another need that would really, really be meaningful. It just means that we need to know what resource you have so we can match it with other resource and then decide what's the most appropriate thing to stockpile for the winter season. We're looking at dry goods mostly, like pastas, rices, mealie meal, and then the dry powdered goods, tinned goods, and long life milk, and the diapers and wet wipes that we use for our babies. If we know that we've got that on site, that way if we had to lock down as a community and move the support site children to our current site, or we weren't able to get out to the shops for whatever reason, or there was no supply, we would have all of that on site. So for us, that's our sort of safeguarding strategy. I'd really, really appreciate if anybody is moved to try and help us with that you get a hold of us as soon as possible. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's so nice to have you back. I hope that many of you have been watching this series called Context and Clarity, which is all our little videos that we've been doing to bring you up to speed. It is loaded as a playlist on YouTube under Context and Clarity, so those who haven't seen all the videos, please go and do that. And then I have a big announcement. As you know, we've been trying to shape our village and really build it into something meaningful, which I think it's working. We're having a wonderful experience at the moment with our team and our village. And we've made a video for you to see what it looks like and how it is now and what are the things we're doing. It will be released on Monday on our social media platforms. We'd love for you to watch it, but there's a price. The price you pay is that you please can like and share the video. It makes such a difference to us, the traction and the momentum that our social media gathers. If you can just take the time to like, comment and share, it will really, really help us to build our network. So please do that for us.